Hey, I'm Gabriel, also known as Gabo the Guide. I'm passionate about traveling and taking people on amazing adventures. I'm on a journey to discover northern Portugal and experience the region's unique culture, gastronomy, and beautiful landscape. Let's visit Porto in the north. When planning a city break to northern Portugal, one is surely to ride the Eléctrico in the trendy streets of Porto, explore the Gothic churches of Braga, and visit Guimarães, the birthplace of the Portuguese kingdom. For a quick city break tour, I'm visiting 3 major cities in northern Portugal. My first stop is Guimarães, a city that breeds history, culture, and heritage. Next, I'm visiting Braga, home to an exciting urban and nightlife scene. Finally, I head over to Porto to discover why it's becoming one of the trendiest cities in the world right now. Here I am starting a beautiful day here at the birthplace of the Portuguese nationality, the city of Guimarães. Most people know it has to do with the birth of the first king of the Portuguese kingdom, King Alfonso I, right here above me. But the truth is that the story goes further back to a woman who is known by the name of Count Mumadona Dias. She is the one to first build here a monastery and later on the castle that fastly grows into becoming one of the most important pilgrimage sites in the north of Portugal. If you're a history and culture buff that wants to get to know Portugal, or just planning a city break here, Guimarães must appear on your bucket list. This medieval town, surrounded by green mountains, has a beautiful historic center, the most interesting and fascinating museums, and a sizzling culinary and nightlife scene. This is the city of Guimarães, the birthplace of the Portuguese kingdom. The castle of Guimarães is a living memory of the heroic legends that marked the beginning of the Portuguese history. Built around 1968 AD, it protected the population against the Viking hordes from the north and the Islamic caliphates of the south. In the heart of the castle of Guimarães lies this majestic tower, the donjon of the fortress. The castle can be visited all year long. Inside the donjon, there's an interactive museum where you can learn all about King Alfonso Henriques. If heights are not an issue, I recommend checking out the fantastic panoramic view of the city from the very top. Next to the castle, you can visit the Ducal Palace, a majestic manor house built in the 15th century. It hosts a museum with a permanent collection displaying a variety of objects gathered from several national museums, including textiles, ceramics, paintings, sculptures, furniture, and weapons. As we visit, we can imagine the life they lived back in the day, with lavish banquets and social gatherings. Walking through these halls is like a journey back in time. This extraordinary museum was once the home of the Dukes of Braganza. Later on, this family would become the 4th dynasty to rule over the Portuguese crown. But this palace is a perfect example for the extravagant lifestyle and the exquisite taste of the Portuguese nobility. Now that Portugal no longer has kings, it's the President of the Republic that is entitled to use this building as official residency when visiting the north of the country. In 2012, the city was crowned European Capital of Culture, which helped revitalize the historic city center through heritage urban replanning and multiple interventions in emblematic buildings. The regeneration of the city's cultural life gave Guimarães a new face and a renovated artistic soul. Thank you, friends. The North remembers. Look at the vibrant historical center here in Guimarães, filled with beautiful restaurants, people having drinks, and after witnessing the royal lifestyle, it's time for me to get a taste of it myself. Just a time. Thank you. Nice. Obrigado. Same good old fino on a different day, accompanied by this flaming chorizo. What can I ask for more?
Right next to the main square, in the very heart of the historic city center, there's the Alberto Sampaio Museum. It displays an amazing collection of art that ranges from the medieval period until the 18th century. With its impressive cloister and medieval rooms, the building where the museum is located has great historic and artistic value in itself. It has one of the most impressive jewelry collections in the country and also intricate engraving pieces, delicate porcelains, sculptures, and amazing frescoes.
What a wonderful day here at the cradle of the Portuguese nation, Guimarães. After visiting the beautiful castle and exploring the museums, I've learned so much about Portugal and its history from the different paintings and holy artifacts that now it's time for me to visit the neighboring city of Braga.
Two cities of history and culture in the Minho region, separated by a swift 30-minute drive.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Do I have a room here for tonight? Gabo the guide. Built in the 16th century as a convent, today the Villa Gale Hotel is the perfect place for your city break in Braga. Wow, this room. Hallelujah. I'm ready to explore the city of Braga, but first, a nap. This is the Bom Jesus Funicular. It is the first one in the Iberian Peninsula, and it would take you all the way up through the forest to the top of the hill where you can visit the beautiful church. Here I am at the top of the hill. 553, 554, 555. I was not prepared for this. This famous staircase was once a pilgrimage site where pilgrims used to climb on their knees all the way up to the church. Today, the people of Braga love coming here for a short hike, a nice run, or a quick bicycle ride. I'm making my way up through the famous staircase of the Bom Jesus do Monte Chapel. As the city of Braga is an important religious and theological center for the Catholic Roman Church, this church right here, the Bom Jesus do Monte, is one of the most important pilgrimage sites in Portugal. This area gives a chance for the pilgrim to go through the Passion of Christ both physically and spiritually. Just recently in 2019, UNESCO recognized this religious landmark as a World Heritage Site, one that you cannot miss. Less than an hour away from the city of Porto lies the city of Braga. Built over 2,000 years ago by the Romans, it was dedicated to Julius Caesar's adopted son, Octavianus Augustus. The city was called Bracara Augusta, and since then came a long way. Many churches have been built, and this is the actual spot where the Archbishop of Portugal resides. Therefore, the city received the name the Rome of Portugal. It is known as one of the fastest growing economical centers in the European Union, and it is a great place for a city break. After my visit to this amazing church, now I'm ready to get to the bottom of Braga, and this cool funicular is going to take me. Ready to go! All aboard! The view from the top of the hill was spectacular. Now I really want to immerse myself in the city of Braga and get to know what makes it so special. Look at this, the city of Braga. We're here in the main square. It's sizzling. There's a lot of couples here kissing, expressing their love. I think this is the place for me to find the real love for the cities of the north of Portugal.
Braga is the third largest city in the country and one of the most useful cities in Europe.
They got everything here, man. Rugs, shoes. Hey, I just came from Guimarães.
With more than 2,000 years of history, it's a pleasure to scroll its vibrant streets.
The city of Braga, that's a place to make friends. This is how it is here in the city of Braga. People are friendly. You can meet people from around the world, visit Gothic churches, grab a drink, or just chill at the main plaza with a nice cup of coffee.
Braga is a dynamic and innovative place where tradition and modernity perfectly blend. It's culturally lively and intense.
See, here's another example why I absolutely adore Portugal. I get an all-inclusive meal, and of course, the wine is included too. Chin chin. One of the things that impressed me most here in Portugal is this tenderness they give to the meat. Whether it's leitão or veal, you know it's going to be the vine. Drunken pear, a traditional Portuguese dish where they drown the pear in port wine. Ah, Braga, what a lovely place to have a casual lunch and a beautiful afternoon. Off to Brasileira to taste Braga's famous café. So glad I came to a Brasileira cafe to grab my little coffee. This place really is this cultural center of Braga, and they even have these little paintings on their cups. Just makes it feel more local. Just behind me you can see the students of the universities of Portugal with their very traditional outfit and black cloaks as they roam the streets of Braga. Feeling hungry, and I just spotted my next treat, castanhas. Hola. Posso um pouquinho de castanha? Nice and warm, bem quente. Obrigado. Hot castanha. The famous Portuguese cortiça. The beauty.
Braga's historic city center has plenty of squares, plazas, and beautiful gardens. Its narrow and charming walking streets are filled with local shops, small restaurants, and cafes. There's a sparkling atmosphere everywhere.
It's time to bring Portugal to the world. What? No! Travel is coming!
As the night falls down, I'm ready to check out Braga's nightlife scene.
The party don't stop here for a second in the city of Braga, and we're bar hopping to the next spot. I think bar hopping just became my favorite activity here in northern Portugal. It's time for you to know one of the coolest cocktail bars in all of the city of Braga, Cetra. You know what time it is here in Braga? It's Cetra time. This is by definition the hottest place right now with the coolest cocktails, the most interesting decor. This place is dedicated as an homage to all the greatest artists, from Jimi Hendrix to Janis Joplin to local artists here that are known as legends. This place can host up to 700 people, so you can imagine the parties here get wild. Hey guys, thanks for coming. Que viva Portugal! Viva!
On the next episode, I continue my journey to the emblematic city of Porto to explore the old, discover the new, and dive into the endless entertainment of the capital of the North.